All right, welcome week four, Miami Dolphins against Buffalo Bills. This is going to be the best game of the weekend, I think, or at least pro game. If you're a college fan, you might think a little bit differently, but for pros, I don't think it's any better than this. Miami is favored by 2.5. The model is saying, no, I don't think so. The model is saying Miami's got a big advantage, minus 12.5. Depending on what you, and I try and give different numbers here. So this number, and I'll explain it throughout the different shows based upon the games. So this number here, that minus 12.3, is a mathematical correlation with that minus, or with that 0.83, that 83%, which is different than the scores, the medians and the averages and that you see in the box plots here. Okay, which is different than the confidence intervals. This here's a 95% confidence from the model. From this, the model is saying that there's no contest. Miami in 83% in 83% of the situations, and with the mean, the 90 or the 95% confidence interval, there's statistically a significant difference between the two scores. However, we all know that Josh Allen is a phenomenal quarterback. We know that the Bills are an incredible team, but you simply can't ignore the incredible numbers. And indeed, Miami, 70 points. That's an outlier. I don't know how long it's been since there's been a score of 70 points put up in the NFL. I didn't research that. But nonetheless, you don't have to research to know that that is a lot. Yet, you come over here. Um, you had that miserable game, first game that Buffalo had against New York. That was an embarrassing game by all stretch. The next two games, I think Josh Allen and the Bills offense said, okay, we got to make up for that. The defense said, yeah, we let the Jets put up an Aaron Rodgers-less Jets put up 22 points against us. We got to make up for that. But you just can't make up for the fact that if you come over here, that the Miami Dolphins, they're number one in both rush and pass. You see a little bit of that negative, in the defense, particularly against the rush. And when you bring that over here, you're like, okay, the Bills are going to run it right down your throat. Yet at the same time, it's gonna be a shoot match. Either way you slice it. The upper end for the upper quarter here is going to be 30 points, but I can easily see uh, Buffalo putting a score somewhere between that 30 and 45 mark, and probably somewhere the same over here. The model is just saying that it's going to be more like a 6 point game, and again, Miami 2.5 points. I'm suspecting that the odds makers looking and saying that, hey, yeah, Miami, they haven't really had a good team. Got it, Chargers, Patriots, Broncos. They're putting up big points, probably overvalued. That's what the model here is saying. It's like, well, Team 2 is really better than what their record suggests. And it's really saying that the model has been right on with Miami. But with that, it's saying um, you have a Buffalo is better than what the model suggests. So it should be a closer game, and I'm thinking that because it's in Buffalo, that the odds makers are saying we'll give some points to Miami. But again, I'm not a big believer in the home field advantage. Let's get the performance charts. You just look at this right here. You're like, wow, look at that rush that they're putting up. That means they can control the ball, and then they're passing the ball well, also. They're doing a pretty darn good job of protecting Tua. Maybe not a great job, but not a bad job. They're not turning the ball over a whole lot. When they're going to put the ball up, they're going to get some interceptions. But look at that explosiveness. That is just unmatched. It's really hard to match up against a team that's going to be that explosive. They can control, if they can hold on to the ball, not throw interceptions, not fumble it. If they can protect Tua, it's going to be a long day for Buffalo. Buffalo has done a good job, reasonably speaking, protecting Josh Allen. Game one, I wanted to pull my hair out because it just seemed like they turned the ball over a lot. which is I think where some of these numbers come out from. But in the last 2 games, it looks like they've done a bit better. That explosiveness has not been there. So the model is saying, and because of that explosiveness, that's the reason why it is saying that. That's the reason why it is. Sorry about that. My screen just clicked off. That's part of the reason why it is saying that Miami should win beyond that 2.5 points. So, again, if you like what you listen to, please subscribe and like and leave your comments. Thank you.